get with the program. You can like work out with them. Like, you can definitely like do some workout stuff. Hey guys, what's up? It's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing week. So I had a super great video planned this week and I was so excited. And a Mother Nature small kind, whoops, my Hawaiian is showing. Now I'm only able to say small kind because it's like imprinted in my mind. So Mother Nature is small kind, not cooperating, and I haven't been able to film outside like I wanted to film some shots for an upcoming video this week. So that video is now moved to next week and this one is taking this week's spot. But don't worry, I'm sure the sun will come out instead of this random like thunder and then Super Mario Sunshine weather because it's being really inconsistent right now and I don't like it. It's summer. But yeah, that video will be out next week. If you have never seen my face before, it's probably because you're not subscribed to my channel, which you definitely should. It's right down there. It's free. It's a little red box. Just click it. Where's Hershey? Hershey from my last video. He wants you to click it, so click. Okay, did that? Good job. But yeah, this video this week is all about the LSAT, or the Law School Admissions Test. If you personally aren't taking the LSAT and don't want to watch this video, don't worry, I'm not offended. But you definitely should tag a friend or share this video with somebody who you know is planning on taking the LSAT or is even thinking about it, because I'm going to tell you like all that I know, like all that I know, because I wish I had known so many different things before I took the test, and I want to help out other people who are considering taking the test, as well as people who are currently working their butts off. My first tip is commit. Like 100% commit. Put a ring on it. Commit to it, because you are about to be putting in your time, your money, your energy into this test. And if you are not ready to commit to it, don't waste your time. Like, do not waste your time, because studying for this test is going to take a lot of your resources. You need to be mentally ready to take the test as well as to prepare for it. So commit to it. So the second step is to plan and figure out when you're going to take the test. Are you going to take it in February, June, October, or December? It's only offered 4 times a year, so you want to make sure that you give yourself enough time to study as well as to do the application process. You don't want to be stressed out by taking it like at the very last minute before the deadline for the application. You want to make sure you got time to not only prepare, but to take the test and carefully prepare your application in a nice package so that they know that you put the time and energy into applying for their school. So for me, I wanted to take the test early. I wanted to get it out of the way and to get it done with in my junior year. So I prepared for the test 1 year ago last summer. I worked a job because gotta work, and I studied. So I worked, studied, worked, studied, work, studied, work. So I devoted basically my entire summer to just studying for this test. I hung out with friends once in a while, but for the most part, I just studied the entire summer. Also, when you're figuring out when you're gonna study, you gotta figure out how you're gonna study. So everybody's different. Some people, they wanna just crack open a book, teach themselves. Other people, they want an in-person class. Other people, they just want an online tutor, and that's totally fine. Think about what learning style works best for you, and then find the company that provides you the best opportunity. Look up reviews online, because it's so important that you go to a place that is trustworthy. I wanted to take a course because I wanted to learn from somebody who had taken the test, who knows the test well, who has been teaching it for a while. So I took a prep course from Kaplan, and I took mine online because the in-person classes in Hawaii were going to extend farther than my stay in Hawaii, because I had to come back up for school to the continental United States. And so I decided to take an online course from Kaplan, and I got 2 gigantic books with it that had plenty of practice tests and practice sections, like So many great things. I loved my course. By the way, this video is not sponsored in any way by Kaplan. I'm just letting you know what I know so that you can learn from it. But they also have the LSAT channel where you can watch episodes from other teachers who are teaching a bunch of things about the LSAT, whether it is formal logic or talking with the writing sample, episodes that you can watch. One of my biggest tips is that when you take your diagnostic or your very first test that you take, make sure that it is truly your starting point. Like, try your best not to take any like don't jump ahead of the game. Like, don't prep before your first test or anything. Like, you really want to get a baseline score so you have a really good idea of like what foundation you're starting at, whether it is 130, 140, 150, and we're going to build off from there. It's just a starting point. Like, your first test score does not matter. What matters is your final one, what you actually do on test day. So don't stress about that. Like, don't study for it, just let it happen. Just let it happen. So the third part of like crushing the LSAT is, girl, you gotta put in the work. Like, you have to put in the work. This is not something that you're gonna get overnight. Make a schedule. There's tons of templates online, as well as I'm sure if you take a course like the one that I took, they're gonna give you a sample schedule. Make a schedule and stick to it. Put in the time. Don't just brush it off. This is something that is gonna take time to master, this new type of skills and this new way of thinking. So put in the time and energy into making a schedule and then sticking to it. In addition to putting in the work, make sure you take rest days, because it can get really draining to just study. I know for me, I definitely had to just say, well, some days, like today, I am not going to study. Especially working and studying at the same time, that wasn't easy. So make sure you take some days to just relax. Your brain needs a rest. Same as working out, like your body needs a break, your brain needs one too. Also, when you're studying, comparison is a thief of joy. It really is. I highly encourage you to try your best to avoid situations where you're going to compare yourself to other people, because I know this is so cliche, but everyone truly is different. It's going to get, I'm not going to lie, it's going to get frustrating. You're going to feel like you're going to want improvement really fast, and you're going to want it to happen in an instant, and it probably isn't. But I promise, stick to it and you will gradually see points. I know that I got very frustrated at first because I expected to get improvement and get points like that. And I was still scoring on like my sections. We would do like practice like time sections. I was just doing the same, and it was getting very frustrating. Then I took my midpoint test and I jumped up by like 9 points, and I was like, oh, cool, yay, that's great, that's awesome. And so just put in the work, and I promise you'll see results. You just gotta stick to it. I personally took mine in October because I thought December would be too stressful of a time with finals coming up, and I started studying in June, so obviously I was going to take it in June. And I really wanted to do the LSAT my junior year so that my senior year I can completely focus on my senior thesis as well as the application process, because that's going to take a lot of effort as well. So you put in the work and test week has arrived. This week is the time not to cram for anything, because if you feel like you need to cram, you probably aren't ready for the test. You probably shouldn't take it. There's no shame in deciding you're not ready to take it, because you should be ready for the test. Like, you need to walk in there confident and ready to take it. At that week, you should be getting all the things that you need. For example, you're going to need to tape on a picture of yourself onto your admission ticket, and that's going to have to be a passport style photo. So you're going to make sure that you go to someplace like Walgreens and get a passport photo of you taken. You're also only allowed to bring in a Ziploc bag of stuff, which is full of your pencils, your tissues, your ID. That's all you're allowed to bring in. No purses, no bags, no cell phones, no anything like that. I highly recommend bringing a watch into the test, an analog watch, because you're not allowed to bring a digital one. One thing that really helped me out with timing is that I would set my watch to 12, and then when they said go, I'd press go, and was able to easily track the 35-minute time span. I'd be able to gauge if I need to pick up the pace or if I had some time to like slow down a little bit. Day before the test, I was not the shining example of this. I was stressing hardcore. I really wanted to just like study. But luckily I had some great friends who were like, stop. Like, you're ready for this test. You just need to relax. We ended up like getting our nails done or something like that. And it helps so much. Like, honestly, if you're not ready the day before the test, you're not gonna, like 24 hours is not gonna help you. So just relax. And your teachers will tell you this, but I'm saying from experience, just relax. You'll be fine. Like, you will be fine. I promise. Also, the day before, get your bag ready. Just when you wake up in the morning, all you want to do is get out of bed, eat your breakfast, and get out the door. You do not want to be like, where's my ID? Where's my pencils? Like, where's my wallet? Like, prepare all the night before. Just go to sleep at ease. Go to the testing center early. In fact, if you can scout out the place, even like the weekend before or the month before, like know where you're going, like I highly recommend. Also, I didn't think it's this before, but make sure that you're dressed in layers. That way, if it gets really cold, you have a jacket, or if it gets really hot, you're able to take a layer off. When you go into the testing facility, you should have like your game face on. Like, game face on. There's gonna be people there who are gonna try and psych you out. Like, I am not joking. Some people are crazy. Like, luckily I had mentors who warned me about this. So I'm gonna warn you, there are gonna be people there who are going to try and psych you out because they know that you're their competition, and they know that the less answers you get right only benefits them. So they are going to try and psych you out. Like, I'm not even joking. Luckily I was prepared for that, so I just like totally antisocial. I did not talk to anyone. I was just focused on myself. Like, I did not care about anybody else. I was not going to talk. It was not the time to make friends. Just no, I was focused. I was super duper focused. Did not care about anybody else. I was just thinking about like focusing on myself. I think I was like stretching in the corner, just like staying warm, like kind of like stretching. But there's other people. I remember hearing somebody who was talking about like, yeah, on my practice test I got like a 165. So I think I'm gonna be okay. Like, the other person, I just saw their face like drop. Like, they're just like, oh, some people aren't nice. So like, it's okay. Just don't make friends. Like, you don't need to. You don't need them. This test is about you. It's all about you. Do not worry about other people. Just game face on. You got this. Ultimately, when you have the test, just have confidence. Like, be confident no matter what. There's so many studies, you can go look them up, about how confidence affects test performance. Go with confidence. Don't doubt yourself. Talk yourself up. Go in the bathroom if you have to and do like the Superman pose or something. Just seriously, I'm not joking. Do whatever you can to pump yourself up and be completely mentally ready and tough for this test, because so much of it is a mental game. You gotta be focused and you gotta be ready. Like, do not doubt yourself. There was actually a person who got sick at my test. She didn't even take it because she was in the bathroom like super nauseous and felt so sick. There's crazy stories about people who during their tests people faint or they throw up, or like crazy stories, and I'm not making this up. Like, you totally can Google it, like crazy LSAT stories. So don't worry about anybody else, just focus on you. It is totally fine to be selfish in this moment. Like, selfish past, here you go. Like, no joke, like just take it. Like, but yeah, if you need any more help or have any more questions about the LSAT or my experience with it, feel free to comment down below any of the questions that you have, or message me on YouTube or any of my other social networking sites. I'd be more than happy to talk with you, support you in any way that I can. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I put up videos every single week, and fingers crossed that next week I'll be able to put out the video that I wanted to this week. Mother Nature, please, please, please. So please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or if you found that it was helpful. Also, please share it with other people who you think could benefit from it. I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful for your support, and I'll see you super soon. Bye! Mwah.